Hello, everybody. Welcome to Stratis. Just off the coast of Greece, this tiny little island has 300 civilians living on it, apparently in real life. So says the Google machine. But this is Arma 3, so what are we going to do with it? Well, we're going to have it invaded by CSAT. CSAT has invaded. Oh my god. What's going on? They have invaded a NATO country, effectively. Who's CSAT? Nears makes no difference to the Chinese, I'm going to say. So they have the airbase. This lovely little airbase, they got all kinds of stuff in here. They have. What is this? Oh, look. A long range SAM site. That's not good. And it's on a hilltop, too. They didn't put it in a valley like idiots. Because they're not dumb. You don't put a SAM site in a valley. Everyone should know that. Even if you've only watched Top Gun, the second one. So, what else do they have? They have a lot of air power. They have two 201 Shikras, two Su-25s right here. They have some OK helicopters, the Ka-60, and some Mi-48 Kajmans, where I have been in no mods and I have screamed, oh shit. They have some drones that are armed with the CSAT equivalent of Hellfire missiles. So they can mess you up. Oh, and what are these? These are other drones. They're tank drones, effectively. Little mini tank drones. And these bastards as well. I have no idea how to fly the VTOLs, but some people do, so I put one here. There was space for it, so why not? And we also have a Yak-130 over here, and another drone, and another drone. There's a lot of air power here. If you have air superiority, you can really mess some stuff up, including with these Yak-130s. Two more of them. That's three total. And let's throw in here, just for the sake of it, another, or a MiG-29. Just a random MiG-29 sitting here. So, CSAT has the base. CSAT has the base, and they've got a bunch of, well, they've got it well defended. And they got a few vehicles for you to choose from when you spawn in right here. This transport, I was thinking about making an arsenal. I may or may not. I don't know. I'm really into the idea of you get one arsenal that will always be yours, and you get a couple more that anyone else can steal. And only your faction stuff is available in that arsenal. I don't know how much of a pain that's going to be set up. I assume it's going to be a big pain to set up, so it might take me a while. But yeah, we've got some troops here, training, patrolling, all that kind of stuff. Now, CSAT's goal, of course, they want to take the island, right? You know what gets in the way of a nice communist nation? Free civilians. And there are a ton of them. They're all right here. Not all of them, but a good vast majority of them are in this town that is right next to the airport. So what are they going to do with them? Could they kill them? I guess yes. Technically, the answer would be yes. They could. But that's going to piss off a lot of people. Right now, they only have NATO pissed off. It's going to be very hard to defend killing all the civilians. So what are you going to do with them? You're going to move them up here. Right up here to this nice little internment camp. You're going to jam them in there for deportation. Deportation is going to come later. You got some helicopters you can use. I might take the crews out of these ones, just because. And we'll say once you get 3/4 or 2/3 of the civilians that are on the island in this little area, that's when I think success for CSAT is going to happen. We've got radar stations. This radar, of course, in the game, I don't. It's not really functional, but we put a respawn point up there. We got Camp Maxwell has people in it. CSAT in it. Camp Rogaine does as well. There's some more stuff down here, like what do we got down here? We have random patrol. You know, there's a structure, so they're going to keep an eye on it, kind of thing. All that kind of stuff. But there's not much down here. There are opportunities to land troops from time to time. And did I mention we've got some insurgents? So you got civilians that have armed themselves, and maybe they hired a PMC, which is way over here. They got dropped off over here. right outside this firing range. Why would you be at a firing range? Because you need to learn stuff. How to fire your weapon. So, to learn to fire your weapon, you need to set up and have available your weapons. So, we have the T14K, the T14, and the T100. And we've got all these guys there. And they have a mortar to practice with. They have an XM307 to practice with, 312A, and a 312 to practice with. Because why not? And, you know, people are going to get hurt when they're practicing, so they got some medical supplies. And they have some backup medical supplies here. Lots of vehicles. They can refuel, repair, and rearm their vehicles. And they might come under attack, so, you know, have a Caratel or two and a transport maybe if you want to move some troops quickly. You know, you're ready to go. This is a ready to go base. Maybe this is where your officers hang out. You know, they like to be above everyone else, so we put them on the hill. And this, you know, is yet another transport that's going to be in use. But you got these guys right here. Are they going to be able to steal any of these vehicles? Absolutely. Why wouldn't you? I'm Canadian, man. We don't get a budget. So, yeah. Use the enemy's vehicles as my own if I have to. And I want to win this. I need to save these civilians. So we're putting politics aside, and we're going to save as many civilians as we can. We're going to keep them from getting put in that camp. But NATO is going to do its own contribution as well. We're going to have 2 destroyers. One there, one there. They're not too badly armed. You've got a deck gun, the Mark 45 Hammer, which can, if used properly, take out some of these SAM sites maybe. You got a VLS, could also take out the SAM sites possibly. I don't know. I really don't. I haven't tried. You also have the Spartans, one on either side. You've got some helicopters on the deck because you would use the helicopter or the flight deck for putting a helicopter on. That's what they're for. You have a Sea Whiz on either side, and you have the smaller SAMs right there to defend the skies. So you can close the skies as NATO. And CSAT has closed the skies already. So these 7 lovely F-18s, kinda, might just be paperweights for now. Can you use them? Oh, how good are you? How many SAMs can you dodge per minute? Because there could be quite a few coming at you. You've got helicopters, Comanche, Ghost Hawk, Little Bird, the angry Little Bird, of course. We're not going to put just a regular... Oh, my God, come on. This zoom is a pain in the ass. Oh, and there's more SAMs on the back of the ship, because why not? Why wouldn't you arm the Little Bird? Let's have an armed Little Bird. And let's have a Chinook. Okay, you spawn here. This is your main spawn point right here for NATO forces. They want to save those civilians too. That's their job. It's a NATO country that was attacked. So they are going to do everything they can to help because that is Article 5. You have declared war on a NATO country. So the rest of NATO is going to come to your rescue. Or, sorry, if you're the enemy, they're going to come fuck you up. So, what else we got? We got, oh look, another long-range SAM site. Crazy. And it's reasonably well guarded. Kind of out in the open. You got some divers out here doing stuff. Maybe they're looking for something. Never noticed that until I started doing this. It's kind of neat. It's neat. Yeah, and you've got some forces all throughout. So, yeah, CSAT, trying to gather all the civilians, put them in the camp. PMC and NATO trying to prevent that. So wiping out CSAT as best they can. And you've got some insurgents along the way that are going to share their info with the PMC. And if the PMC decides to help NATO, they can share their information with them. But they're just mainly just holding on, watching, trying to provide intel. as best they can. So there you go. This server runs on Ace. Exact same mods as the Ace, the Badco Ace public server. I don't know necessarily how to make everything work in it perfectly. I am learning. This has been a couple weeks. This has been on the go. I've got things like the Bohemia arsenals. I can get those to work, but I don't want to use them. I want to use the Ace ones. And I got some limits and I got some triggers to figure out and whatnot. But this is my work in progress. I hope that when it's ready, I will make an announcement on the Badco website. And I hope we can have an event. We can have all three sides occupied, and we can have fun messing with each other and learn about the chaos that is war and is not fair, especially when you're the good guy driving a bad guy vehicle and the other good guys are shooting at you and trying to tell them to stop, which is going to be a thing. So, yeah, thanks a lot. Leave any comments down below, and look forward to seeing you on here when I can get this up and running. Thank you very much. Goodbye.